Evening everyone, welcome to the October 14, 2024. The workshop is primarily dedicated to educate and learn about energy aggregation, not aggravation. We have a representative from Aspen Energy here this evening to kind of go through some of the major items with that. And to kind of disavow any misinformation out there about it. The village of Crooksville doesn't operate or manage that community aggregation. It's the energy companies trying to negotiate for us on our behalf for the village residents to try to secure better energy prices. So with that, I'll turn it over and maybe John, maybe do the reverse of what it is. Maybe tell everybody out there what it really isn't.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for having me. John Thiebert, Aspen Energy. We've been around since 2000. Been doing aggregations all across the state of Ohio, and as I'm sure everybody's aware of, energy prices have kind of skyrocketed here in the last basically a year and a half now, and they will continue to skyrocket. We're going to see another jump come June of 2025 right now. And what this is doing is actually the community come together and have a price option with AEP to have a lower price than what AEP is currently at. We're seeing these prices get up to, probably going to get up in June 2024 around 9 to 10 cents. We're not quite sure. The auctions are taking place. They're doing all their due diligence until then. But prices are taking a pretty big jump here. And so what we're going to see is we come together and have a choice option to be on this program or not. In this program, there's no fees. To be in the program or not, you can be on your own program. Certainly can. So it's kind of like a we give you another choice option. You either be with AEP utility. You can be shopping your own stuff, which you go, online, shop it out. There's a lot of different vendors on there. Just be careful when you go through it. There's some language in there that kind of is a little tricky. And there's our option, which has no fees. The village negotiates what term they want and what kind of price looks best for them going forward. Again, there's no fees for somebody to be in the program or not. We send an opt-out letter for all the people that are eligible. If they don't want to be in it, they just simply say, I don't want to be in it. If you want to be in it, there's nothing you have to do. You can just automatically enroll into it. Now, if you're enrolled into it, let's say you find something you want to do later, do your own thing, certainly go do your own thing. There's no fees on our side for getting out of our program. There's nothing like that.
Is there a date of opt-out? If someone would choose to opt out later on after they're already in it?
Yeah, so we send a letter. Everybody that's eligible, there's a letter that gets sent out. It's 21 days. 21 days? Got 21 days, and then it goes into the billing cycle, which will, let's say May, for example, May of 25. May of 25, it kicks in, and then say they miss that, they'll be on the billing cycle from the aggregation program for 1 month. If they want to get out of it, certainly just give me a call. We can move you out of it. You can be back on AEP or
so there's no contractual year or anything to where once you're in it, you have to stay in it.
Correct. There's no. We're going to negotiate a term, a price that for 12 to 48 months, which we'll get all that once the RFP gets sent out to all of our suppliers. We pull RFP for 12 to 48 months to see what will kind of be best.
Yeah.
Right now, short term's looking better. 18, 24 month, 36 and 48 month are looking really bad. But in spring, we don't know. So right now, I can't really say. But I mean, everything's going to be presented to you guys and talked about. Nothing's just going to be like, oh, we vote on this and that's how it is. No, there's nothing like that. There's another process. We have to go through paperwork. We have to file certification for PUCO. It's a better process we got to do. So, but yeah, no fees. You can get in it. You can jump back in if you like, or you can move back out whenever you want. But there's no fees on our side. Now, if you decide to do your own thing online,
you could have fees on from the company you're leaving.
Correct. Just make sure of that. I don't know.
That's usually where they hammer you at with other
Yeah, so just make sure on your side, because I don't know what
I
you
don't
signed
have, I
up
just
for.
want to get that clarification.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of saying, like, if you ever do sign up for your own, just make sure if you ever want to, you know, do your own thing, just make sure there's no fees that you're going to be punished, going to hit you with or anything like that, so.
Now, who are you negotiating with?
With suppliers that are aggregators.
AEP and
AEP is one of the suppliers, yeah, so AEP, Constellation
Gas.
Direct, Dynegy, there's about, right now, we have 6 suppliers that we can use. For electric, now gas, it looks like it's gonna be, we're not sure about gas right now, but it might only be narrowed down to 3. So,
So-
a lot of suppliers are moving out of.
so you negotiate a price with these people. And I'm already with AEP.
Mhm.
Why would you negotiate a price? I mean, why is AEP gonna allow that to happen?
Yeah, so great question. So, the state of Ohio, oh man, sorry, I'm sick. The state of Ohio is a deregulated state, meaning that you can shop your own supply for energy, for electric and natural gas. That means they open it up and you can shop your own if you like, or you can stay with the supplier if you like. So AEP is one of those suppliers, utilities that they have to do this because the state is a deregulated state. Pennsylvania is a deregulated state. Illinois is a deregulated state. There's about 30 states. Indiana, you can do gas. Kentucky, you can do gas. All these states are actually deregulated to find your own energy. And our energy prices are way lower than where AEP is at. Like I said, they were just at 11 cents last spring it was, and we were getting people pricing in the mid-6s. And you can stay with AEP if you want to. There's no pressure on our side. It's just giving you another option to go with.
So if I went with this, I would still be billed from AEP?
Yes, so you always be billed through AEP. There's no changes on that. AEP, Columbia Gas, those are your utilities. They're the ones that make sure that pay for the lines and pay for the pipes, make sure you guys get everything to your house. You're always going to get a bill from there. So on that bill, you'll see a supply side. On that supply side, we're basically changing from whatever AEP price is or Columbia Gas into the price that we're going to get for you guys going forward. So that's the only thing that's going to change, and everything's going to be billed through Columbia Gas and AEP. There's no 2 bills. You're still going to get 1 bill for every single meter you have. Sorry, that can make that confusing, or was that a?
No, I still don't understand it.
So with aggregation, though, you get with the larger group. When you get with the larger group, you can negotiate lower prices even with AEP because you have a larger.
Correct. And AEP, what they're purchasing, like AEP is like what AEP is purchasing their whole amount of energy, what they're doing for their entire grid, basically what they provide. Now, inside that entire grid, they have to basically say, hey, we have to support all these people if they go with us. But we know they're not, but they don't know what's going to go away or not, who's going to sign their own businesses or anything like that. Aggregation can only do 700,000 kilowatt or lower. We're talking about all these mega corporations. They shop out all their own energy supply. Everybody does. We do everything to small business all the way up to large manufacturers and corporations.
You're basically doing what the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio used to do for us, but now they just sit there and stagnate while energy companies do it for us.
You can still go on Public Utility Commissions of Ohio, PUCO. You can still go on that website and find a price if you'd like to go that
Well, I
route.
mean, they used to keep the prices, they didn't let it gouge and go on back in the day, but they seem
Yeah, they're-
by the wayside.
With deregulation, pretty much they lost their teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of, especially now. It was pretty flat for a while, for a long time. The last 4 years, actually ever since COVID, prices took a massive dip and prices were bottom low, and then ever since then it's gone up. So it's been very volatile in the last 3 years. It's been going up a lot. So, and there's a lot of things that have happened, political and non-political, I'll leave it that kind of thing that have happened that for our energy grid.
like the eradication of coal.
So yeah, our grid's not really, they're trying to get rid of old assets, which is like coal and nuclear. They want to get rid of those type of things and get more green energy. which makes sense. It's great, but there's not enough online. Central Ohio alone has seen 170% increase of data centers, and data centers are a massive energy usage. It's a huge increase. Our grid's not ready for it, and it's going to hurt us at home with our energy prices. The grid's just not ready to hold all the stuff, to handle everything. They're kicking online. I think they're kicking out 3 Mile Island, it's called, over in Pennsylvania, nuclear plant. They're kicking that back on in 2028. Just got announced, I think, a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, maybe. So, but it takes time to kick on a nuclear site.
Yeah, it's not just go over and hit the button.
Exactly. So it's there's some things that need to be done, because we're going to be hard on energy costs, people at home and everything like that. This program will help people really get under a price, save money at their house. Even if you don't spend very much, we're still going to have a lower price anyway. So.
Yeah, like you've mentioned, if it's 11 cents today, you put 600 households in a pot and you negotiate 8 cents per kilowatt or whatever, I get it.
And this is a flat locked in price.
Sure.
As in that price, whatever we determine, what you guys want to go with, it's that for that term, that's how long it is, and that's it. So it doesn't matter if, let's say there's 1,000 meters in it, and only 100 people get in it, those 100
Still
people
that
get that
price.
price. It's already determined, that price is already set. That's a risk that we take on our side, so it's nothing on you guys.
So basically, if this passes, everybody will automatically be in it, but you can opt out before it starts.
Yeah, so everybody will be in it that's currently with the utility, floating on the utility price. If you shop out your own, if you do your own thing, you won't get a letter. We're not going to touch your system that you have now. So,
Until that's up, correct?
correct. Let's say you have a contract on something until June of next year, and you're like, oh, I got to shop this out again, or I can jump into aggregation if I want to. You can
It's
certainly.
just gonna give them another option, basically.
That's basically it. Give another option. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm with First Energy and it doesn't charge anything to leave.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, for instance,
If you
if
like
you're
it,
paying
so-
10 cents there at First Energy and he comes back and the price is set at 8 cents,
Yeah. We give you another option for that going forward. So.
do you find that, just a question that comes to mind the last couple of years, because I've done that same thing, it's kind of a, it's a time consuming thing. You go and you get the list of the actual energy companies that are out there selling the gas and selling the electric, and you sign up with them. Do you find that the fixed costs, bringing it to you house, the standing on the lawn fee, those questions, all those, do those fees there, do they try to manipulate those fees to increase the cost because they've lost it on the supply side? Have you ever seen that to where, they've got to make it up somewhere, so they try to get it somewhere else?
What?
Or do those other, like fixed expense riders and you bring it to you on, the transmission fees and all that stuff that you can line item on a gas bill or electric bill? Do they go in there and can they manipulate those?
So no, that's all handled through utility. So those actually, anything that is there extra fee that's added for a transmission or some kind of pipeline, I don't know, some pipeline tax, let's just call it, they add on there, has to be passed through PUCO, Public Utility Commission of Ohio. It has to be approved by them to put on your bill to tax you. We have nothing to do with that. There's nothing you can do with that. You can't up the price all of a sudden for something like that.
Okay.
So, and when you get online too, a lot of things, when they'll put a price on Monday, and that price will go all the way to Friday. That price all of a sudden, let's say you click on Thursday, it won't be the price you see. Price will be different.
Yeah.
Our market changes day to day. It changes every single day. So you gotta make sure of that. So, and some say, oh, hey, if you sign up for this, it's a great electric rate. And also it says, okay, you have to sign up your gas bill as well. And the gas bills are really high, or the rate they're giving you is like really high. So just make sure, you know, I can always help out anybody going through it, because honestly, it's about saving money, and you guys don't get screwed over just for paying utility costs that are unneeded. So,
Well, I know when the village switched over to Aspen, I mean, it saved us a considerable amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1,000
$1,000 a month,
to
give or
the
take.
village savings.
So, I mean, that's pretty huge.
1,000, what it ended up being, I know we wanted to go back and look at that, it's
Yeah,
been around
it's-
$1,000 a month.
Give or
We're a
take.
microcosm of what the community would be if the community would vote this in.
Right, right.
There would be the savings for those who have participated in the community. It's not going to be $1,000 a month for.
Right. No,
But
not
it's
for an
gonna be-
individual. It wasn't that much per each account, but we have 32 accounts.
Right,
So,
We've got a lot of electric bills.
Right.
yeah,
Street
a lot of-
lights and sewer pumps and
$10
water pumps
here,
and
Water
buildings
plant.
and water
Yeah.
plant.
Yeah.
it adds up. The city of Bexley, we had signed, we did them back in 2023, we did a 20-month program, and they went through that time where AEP was 11 cents, and the city of Bexley is a pretty substantial size. I think right now they're, I think it was average per month is $100,000, $120,000 they save per month
Wow.
on their bills. So
It's huge.
But
there's a lot of residents there, a lot of compact, and a lot of businesses weren't, a lot of small businesses weren't doing their own thing there. So, of course, that's gone down from now because AP prices come down. Right now, AP price is 761, and they have a green energy rate of 68 right now. So it's like it's difference now from 11 cents to 7.
Yeah.
It's not as big of a difference, but they're still locked in. They're still lower, and they decide to go green. That's their option. So when there is complete, I'll have a case study up for that, but that won't be complete till spring of next year. So.
I think it's a good thing. Did before, still do.
And there is also Ohio Civic grant that we can issue for the city as well. That just comes with the program. Electric only, you can't do gas, only electric offers it. So we can certainly do that. Excuse me. And we can talk about those numbers once we get through this. And once if it passes, everything like that, that's all down the road. And if it does pass, by the way, this never has to go to ballot again. It's one time, that's it. You guys are certified every 2 years. I just got sent a piece of paper, you get recertified, but there's no going to ballot again or anything like that. So, and we just come in and let's say we do a 2-year deal. 2 year, you have a fixed price at 7.5. We have 7.5 2 years, it runs out. And we come back in here and see where the energy prices are at. Here are my prices, and we want to make sure we're always lower than AEP. And that's the goal, because honestly, we want to get lower to make sure we can save you guys money. There's no point in the system. AEP or Columbia Gas. Sorry, I forgot we're doing both.
Yeah.
So,
Now, if the city signs that contract, the individuals have to check and make sure they're signed back up too, or is it, because I know that's the way First Energy does it, every year and a half they're going, well, you need to sign back up.
So yeah, once this program, so a lot of times when First Energy, excuse me, oh, I thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. Okay. When you sign up for something like that online by yourself, if let's say you run out of, you did a year contract and all of a sudden like your price will get hiked up
Yeah.
by them. There's nothing like that. Either you're on the aggregation program or you're back on the utility rate.
Okay.
There's no increase. Hey, you're just floating on utility rate. And
So you're always on there as long as you stay on there.
correct. If you want to be on there, we can certainly just do it. And if anybody's not sure, you can always send me a bill. They can give me a call. Simply go in the system and check real quick, and you call back and just like, yeah, you're in the system. You're good.
That's what I told them, go ahead, why do I have to go through this every year? I want to be on this.
Yeah, you would probably have to, for that kind of stuff, you guys sign up because of, like I said, they're going to, if they do upcharge if you just consider floating on the utility rate. But like I said, there's nothing like that on us. It's just that flat rate for whatever term, or you're back on the utility rate. So, and we sent people when there was a time where it was about 6 months we couldn't beat AEP and people were coming up, we sent them back to AEP. And then once we found out certain things, prices were getting higher, we were lower, then we signed them back up and coming back. So it's about make sure we get a better price for you guys.
Are there any other questions that people commonly ask you or concerns that you've heard from other municipalities or?
This has nothing to do with taxes. There's no taxes whatsoever for this kind of thing that's going to be added into whatever system. There's just nothing like that. AP is still going to be single billed. Yes, it'll still go through your utility. It's probably the most common. And there's budget billing. So budget billing is when you sign up and you just pay a fixed rate for every single month. Yes, we can do that for you as well. If people want to go that route, they can certainly do that. So
Good.
it's offered for it. So, but you don't have to sign up for it, or you can. I know a lot of people with older age like to have the same price over and over.
Yeah.
You have like a true up period at the end, and that's what the same kind of thing. So.
What about programs like PIP and that kind of thing where they kind of go in there and
PIP is the only one we cannot do because PIP you'll have a lower price because you're giving government funding.
Yes.
You have a lower price than us. You can't be, but to be on PIP, you have to fight. Yeah.
So those are going to naturally want to opt out.
But they won't even be offered.
They won't even be
They
offered.
won't, because
Okay.
yeah, you can't. You can't be in the system with PIP.
Gotcha.
I think for Bexley it was like 7,000 people, 7,000 meters, and then we had a total, I think, like 40 were on PIP, something like that, and we just tell them, hey, just give you on, but your rate's lower.
Yeah.
So I don't recommend getting on our rate. So.
Right. You're getting a discount further than what they're offering already because of the subsidy that PIP is.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And just to put this out there, like this has nothing to do with the village. It is not going through the village. This is
This is aggregation.
This is
This
aggravation.
is to save each individual citizen money if they choose to. They have the ability to opt out if they choose to opt out.
this
So,
is
is the opt-out procedure pretty simple, or is it?
It is. So they send us. So when we get all the data, we get all the data from AEP. So every single place you get your energy bill, that same place will get opt-out letters sent to that bill. Sent to that same location. So we send you a letter, and a lot of people say, "Hey, I didn't see it. I don't want to be in." Okay, just give me a call and get you out of it. It's no problem whatsoever. Or you can just check to get in it. Does everybody check their mail? No. It's kind of an old system, but at the same time, it's like, what else can we?
Right.
What else
Right.
can they really do?
You got to mail them to the house. It's
Yeah.
not like you got 700 emails sitting somewhere.
Exactly. So there's no other system I think that will work as
Never answer them
well.
anyway.
So, but yeah, it's a simple system. You can either call the number on the sheet or you can just give me a call. So,
It's an opportunity for each individual resident to save some money.
Mhm.
And may not be a significant amount, but it's going to be some. And you save a little bit here, and you save a little bit there. That's where.
For some, it's going to be more. For some, it's going to be
Yeah,
less.
there's users that use
If it qualifies, you're going to qualify. Yeah.
and if it doesn't work for you, opt out.
Sure.
yeah. And I can send a quarterly report every single month, how much usage is every single month and how many meters are on and how much that would save compared to what AEP is for every single month. I do it for multiple communities. They like to have a quarterly review and just kind of send it in there. So they post it on their
On their
social
websites
media.
and on their info. Yeah.
So,
and all the information you gave me today, I'll be putting online tomorrow on the Facebook and on the website, and that way people can look at it and check it out. A lot of the
I can
questions.
send you the PDF if that
Okay.
would be better.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yep. Anybody else think of anything? Well, thank you very much for coming down.
Yeah,
I
thank you
appreciate
for having
you
me.
taking
Oh,
the time and
thanks.
explaining it.
Driving down.
It's a simple hour away, no problem for me. It was a nice drive today, so good. But yeah, if there's anything else, please just give me a call. Anybody else has any questions, give my information. Be happy to answer questions for them. So, all right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.